Welcome to Ragnarok and Roll, a podcast where legends are forged and the gods shape the fates of mortals. Join us as we set sail into Midgard, a Viking Age setting for the Genesys RPG, where the frozen fjords meet fiery destinies, and prepare for epic battles in Francia, the cunning schemes of warlords, and the ancient mysteries, as our raiders carve their saga into the annals of history. Shields up, warriors, blades at the ready. Let the saga begin.
Hi, this is Kelly, aka Trixie from Ragnarok and Roll, assigned to Ragnarok Story, and Tilda Wimblewick from D&D Journey of the 5th Edition. First off, I would just like to say thank you to everyone for listening to our varied adventures, as well as for rating us on iTunes and rpgpodcast.com. If you haven't rated us yet, we would greatly appreciate it if you could. And if you're looking for more ways to support our efforts, we are now on Patreon, a great site where you can help us continue making more podcasts, as well as some special surprises for our patrons. If you can, please look us up at www.patreon.com/cppn. Every little bit helps. And again, thank you for listening.
So, there we were. You're heading upriver. You had the ill omen of the snake crawl over the side of the boat, which caused everyone to say that the world serpent stirs, which is totally bad juju. It means that some kind of shifting tides of fate. About that?
Yeah, about that. Can I do it as a hindsight going, we're getting ready to raid and do an Asgard on the insights into that?
Oh, you totally can.
Is that kind of what it says it's good for? Determine like sacrifices or, things, omens, yada yada.
So what are you going to go for?
Well, I mean, what that potentially portends and the god involved.
Basically, it's bringing into regards the world serpent, which means there could be sudden and inevitable betrayal that shifts the tides of war, or perhaps a enemy betraying themselves in strange ways.
Okay.
Which that totally works for what's going down the pike. And then you guys saw that about 2 miles down upriver, on the way you're going, that there's large number of fires. Kind of reminds you Viking raiders is when you put a village to the torch.
Right.
Kind of exactly reminds you of when a village is being put to the torch.
Okay.
Well, damn it, we're the only ones that have villages to torches here.
Right, but if they're being betrayed by their own people, we can come in and be big damn heroes and maybe have some converts.
And our pilot decided to beach the boats. Missed the first time due to a bad sandbar, but nobody got hurt. And on your second attempt there, Dagan totally nailed the landing, so to speak, with taking the boat to shore with 2 successes, 2 advantages, and a big damn triumph. What would you like for those advantages and that big damn triumph? I mean, I know what I'd want, but that's just me.
Well, the triumph was that, the boat's well hidden and, you actually have to work to find it.
Okay, so you found this perfect little spot between 2 little groves of trees where you bring the boat up where there's no roots, easy to escape, but more importantly, you are covered from any nearby sight.
As for the advantages...
Easy porting from the boat.
Yeah, easy debarkation, yes. Yeah, easy on and off.
Okay. So everybody's, good to go on that. Your group immediately, everybody gets to arms, gets their shields off the side of the boats. And everyone looks towards your fearless leader for direction.
Oh,
I mean,
is that me?
you did Yeah, you did spur everyone with your earlier leadership role to make sure everyone is ready for, whatever comes down, and you have a keen understanding in the portents that you have witnessed.
Yep. So we're gonna head up, move up to where we can observe exactly who's attacking who. And if the village is being attacked by somebody, then we'll attack the attacker.
Or they might just be raising it so we can't get to it.
Attacking the attacker. Good plan. Everyone's nodding at each other. This is a good plan. Attacking the attacker.
Kill them all. Let Valhalla figure it out.
Let the Valkyries choose them out.
Yeah, we could gain some goodwill from whoever
is
there.
Burning down the last village.
Yeah, well, I mean, we got a convert.
So you guys, you're getting your crack team of your 5 best warriors that will keep your boat from being depleted of its actual rowing staff. Or are you bringing extras for me to kill off? I mean, for just filling in the spoils.
I don't know.
We need that many.
I don't think. Yeah, I had the boys stay to guard the ship.
The boys.
I would rather not be left behind to guard the ship. I would rather come to kill things.
You're not a boy.
Well, I'm certainly not a girl.
I'm talking the child.
Yeah.
And besides, these are Vikings. The girls fight even better than the boys.
Yes.
Okay, so you take your group and you lead them on the north shore towards the burning, pillars of smoke, which give a beautiful land navigation direction for you to head in. As you are heading out, who is the scout in lead?
Sadly,
who's picking the path?
Probably my job. No, I mean
who's the
you are the
stealthy
scout.
Dude? That's still me. I mean, I'm more towards navigation, so yeah. I mean, that's still me.
Okay. So as the scout heads off in front to lead the group, it's a fairly easy course to take. You head towards the smoke, but it's the land navigation part that might be dangerous. Go ahead and give me a survival check for finding the quickest, safest path.
Oh.
And I'm ready now that I've spent a story point.
Mm-hmm.
On your story point.
You take the quickest, directest path that seems to be very handy, and it's safe and quick for you guys to go cross country along these little hills and dales. And you pick what you think is the safest path, which turns out, in fact, is the safest path with no swamp or mire or anything nasty in the route. As we get this screen swipe as you guys travel the, hour or so to get close enough to where there's a little rise. And I'm assuming you all duck down against the rise and look to see what's to be seen.
Yep.
As you guys totally duck down, and somebody's going to give me a perception check with a blue dice from everybody assisting me. I mean, I'm just hoping for a success so I can show you the map and save some talking, but that's just me.
Well, my perception's a yellow and a green, so...
That's what I got, is yellow and a green. So
I've got a yellow and 2 greens.
That's better.
I've got 2 greens.
Anyone assisting? Do I get a blue?
Yeah, I'm giving you a blue with the idea that the whole group is looking over the rise here. Yeah.
Okay.
Astrid, anything better? No?
I have a yellow and a green. Plus, I'm only 5 feet tall, so I probably can't see as well as y'all can.
Well, you're all laying against the hill here, looking
Yeah.
over it, so height
Oh.
isn't a thing.
You can always stand on
Okay.
Bjork's shoulders.
Hmm.
Yeah, it's a
Silhouette
ridge,
this
not-
person that's 7 foot tall.
it's a ridge, so yeah, you're fine. But yeah,
Go
all
ahead.
right.
Go ahead and take your perception check. As immediately the
Damn.
5 of you warriors crawl up to the top of the ledge and look,
There's nothing going
and
on.
on this beautiful day, it's worse than nothing. As all of a sudden the wind must have changed, and this billow of belchy smoke that's hugging the earth like a fog rises up and hits you all in the face as you come up the ridge. As immediately this greasy soot smell hits you, and you all start coughing your asses off as you have a failure and a threat. So go ahead and take a point of strain for your threat there. And everybody give me a resilience check. As this raised village, and worse, you realize that there's like a wheat field that's been torched.
So
And
everybody
the
takes a
smoke.
strain, or
Yes.
Well, no, just that one person takes a strain. Everybody else
Okay.
is rolling resilience to not take any strain.
And you're ready for us to roll, right? Yeah, I guess,
No,
because
go ahead.
everybody's rolling.
Yep, go ahead and roll. Oh, as looks like
Oh, apparently I rolled
everybody
twice.
makes
Sorry, guys.
it except
yeah,
for
it had
Astrid.
me roll twice too. What's going on?
You're just clicky happy. That's all.
No.
Astrid, you take 3 points of strain as that smoke hits you in the face, and immediately your tear ducts start blasting tear and snot, and you're like, obviously, it smells like they've burnt like cows or something in the field of wheat along with it. Something that makes the smoke just extra putrid. And let's see. Dagan, go ahead and take an extra strain yourself for that threat. As you
So-
guys
Maybe
are,
next time find us a path that isn't downwind.
well, that's the problem. You are downwind. You want to be upwind.
We would have had to go all the way around the
As
town.
you're trying to make out what's going on beneath you, and because of that billowing smoke cloud, it's just killing any line of sight, other
They're
than seeing a
dancing down there.
village
What's going on?
of about you're seeing between the billowing puffs of smoke about 20-ish buildings, which is a very large homestead type village, and there is a massive field of wheat that is on fire. We're talking like an acre of wheat that's been lit to the torch that's burning massively. And a couple of the houses as well are on fire. And you're hearing the faint over the crackle of fire, screams in the distance of peasants doing what peasants do when there's houses on fire. And the occasional whinny of horses. A large number of horses, do you think? Maybe the smoke is making it sound larger. I don't know.
No.
The question is, are you guys going to climb over the hill and get closer? On the plus side, there is a horrible cloud of smoke that will give you a boost to any stealth checks.
I was going to say, plus we're in a wheat field, right? So
Well, I'm assuming you don't want to walk through the flaming wheat field. You want to walk
Yeah,
around that.
we feel that
you
we're in
didn't say it was
it's on
all
fire.
flaming. You said there was
The-
part of it.
There is a acre-wide wheat field that is on fire.
Okay.
Like someone ran along with torches dragging a torch on horseback on both sides, sparking the fire. You would not want, even though you can't really make it out, you probably think walking through the flaming wheat field, if it's not a danger immediately, it will quite shortly become a race against time to not be burned alive in it.
That's fine. So yeah, we'll sneak our way up.
Okay, so you guys are heading down over the edge of the ridge, trying to be stealthy as possible.
Oh, there's smoke to hide in.
I will gladly give you a blue dice for your stealth, as there may or may not be lookouts in the village as you guys are attempting your sneakiness. Going past the flaming acreage of wheat, you see that there's, like knee-high grass, which is nice because it's green and not on fire. Someone give me your stealth roll.
I'm a yellow and 3 green.
That's probably the best we're gonna get.
Yep. Better than me. You don't want me rolling.
Okay.
And I'm assuming
same.
everyone is assisting?
Sure, I'll assist.
So you're all cooperating and listening
Oh,
to
yeah.
your scout as he's saying, shh, don't step on the sticks. No war cries.
And be as
And I've
quiet
got
as I
your
could
upgrade
possibly
in
be
there.
with my chainmail.
You got the upgrade?
Yep, got your upgrade.
Wow.
Yeah,
As
that's painful.
You guys are coming down the area, and the smoking wheat field, occasionally you guys are raising your hands up to keep the smoke out of your face, especially with poor Astrid occasionally coughing. Just as you guys are making it out of the burning area where the wheat field is, where it comes back to a few trees and then the village. Just as you feel comfortable that you're going to be able to make out something there, what would you like for those 2 advantages?
I'm blanking. Any suggestions?
You can always take an upgrade. Or a blue.
Yeah.
Or give a black.
Yeah, I'll give a black to anybody trying to spot us.
Well, you failed your stealth roll. They're going to spot you.
Yeah, I know, but on their next
whatever
roll.
their action.
Yeah.
Okay. So black for the first one of the other guys to go. As you guys are sneaking as sneaky as you can, and for a second there, the wind shifts, and pleasantly, the smoke is not in your faces. And then you realize, unpleasantly, the smoke is not in your personal space right now, as the smoke clears, and you see, about a good 100 yards up ahead, all of a sudden there's a scout out there with a crossbow that just seems to be looking at the burning fields, and he's got a very smug look on his face, like, yeah, baby, we burn it real good. And then the smoke clears as his head swivels in your guys' direction, and you guys see him. He sees you, and he's going to immediately reach to his belt for a horn that he goes, doo-doo-doo-doo, doo-doo-doo-doo. And you have a feeling that you have been spotted and the general alarm has been sent out. And the dude definitely does look like a Frankish soldier of some kind. He just has, a dagger in his belt and a crossbow in his hands. He's at, good long distance. And that would be a good time for a vigilance check.
Oh boy.
You mean a vigilance initiative?
Initiative check, yes.
And you don't have to click on your token in here to use your.
Yep. Unlike
initiative.
D&D, you don't have to click a token.
Because it's popcorn initiative.
Well, that.
But it's not just the vigilance button, right?
No,
Yeah,
it's under weapons,
initiative.
talents, and powers.
Okay.
And at the top, initiative, and then vigilance. Boom! Look at that roll.
That's mighty impressive.
Yeah, too
wow.
bad. It doesn't mean anything.
That's slightly more impressive.
There's some super fancy initiatives happening there. It's nice.
Yeah. Right? It's a shame it doesn't help. Except for tiebreaker. Maybe.
Okay.
Sort of. It does add one more success, but.
It impresses the masses.
And as the echo of the horns blare lets out, you guys see a slight hint as that wind parted of the village up ahead that has many, many fires going in it right now. Maybe that's why you just couldn't quite see the village before. as you get this almost hallucination of you swear that you see off in the distance that there's a fire dragon off in the distance. As you're like, fire dragon. And why did the copy
towards
paste?
or away?
Are
Flying
we within range of the guy that blew the horn?
with the guy with the crossbow? Yeah, you're totally within crossbow range of that guy.
Can I shoot at him?
Well, after they go.
Yeah.
Oh, I thought we could go at any time. I didn't know.
No.
no,
An
they go
NPC got
first.
best initiative.
Oh,
Yeah.
Now look at the turn order, MPs first, and then
okay.
we can go anywhere in our order. But
It's going to be just one moment as I'm trying to copy paste your tokens and they're not wanting to copy paste. I don't know why.
yeah, the boys back guarding the ship.
Make you guys a more compact group. Oh, that would probably be because I'm touching the keyboard in front of me that is not connected to the laptop. I'm hitting copy paste on the keyboard. I'm like, why is it not copy pasting? Oh, the laptop's up there. I have not put the Bluetooth keyboard onto it. This is my work keyboard.
Nice.
As I totally need one of these guys. And then I can snap you guys over there. You guys are at the very bottom south of the map. And this is the guy who spot you and gave out the call.
Okay.
Ooh, animated fire.
Yeah,
Right.
there's some cool graphics there for you for the burning village.
So one of those fires don't look right.
No. They look fine.
Actually, two of them.
No. It's fine. Don't worry about it.
Yeah.
To your superstitious Viking minds, they look like fireworms flying in the air. Yes.
You did say something about
They totally look like dragons.
Hey, where's Ronan?
Yeah. Well, normally the fireworm concept is the long string of torches coming down through the mountains. So
yeah,
that's what I was.
And are you really bringing your puppy into conflict here?
Yeah, no, that's true. Take off one of the.
He's on my back.
No, he's not. You kidnapping the dog?
Second you hand that dog over, she's fucking making a break for it.
Yeah.
I don't trust the guys in the boat with the dog.
Yeah, the 3-0 in the turn order. Remove that one then, because that was the dog. That was Ronan.
Okay, that's 3 squares. And then, wow, these French guys are looking to mix it up. As immediately, since the alarm has been given, they're responding as intended. Hup, 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 hup. Hup, 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 hup. And around this little palisade pig pen up ahead of you guys, you see a group of 5 French knights come running out en masse. These French knights seem to be armed with large shields and swords. And they seem to be moving together in tactical efficiency. And that was their turn, basically moving up. And getting into a formation. a short distance away from you guys. So
Okay.
who's going first? And you totally see this guy over here that blew the horn getting his crossbow ready to take a shot.
So, shield wall?
We can. Shield wall. Double checking it here. While within short distance, one of our allies' characters may perform a shield wall maneuver. Making a shield wall moves you and your allies into engaged range each other. The cost this costs your character 1 strain per ally, giving you and your engaged allies 1 defense per ally currently holding a shield.
And if you want to move yourselves around anywhere in this little box here, feel free to move yourselves around.
And it will cost you a maneuver to disengage. So
Do we want to try to pick some of them off with bows and arrows before we shield wall up?
Well, you can
Get
archer
the shield wall and then start shooting.
Okay.
So
How can you?
Well, she can't. She's going to have to be behind the wall, shooting up and over or around.
That makes sense.
Yeah, she can't shield wall up, but we can bury her in front of her.
I love this plan.
So who all's shield walling? With the other 3 of you?
Me.
Or just the 3 of us?
You have proven your bravery that you don't have to be the one to run out in front anymore.
Okay.
Everyone believes in your bravery now. They've seen your scars.
So the 3 of us, the 2 archers, are staying separate. Yes?
So if you're shield walling up, put a yellow dot on yourselves. How about that? Or a red dot for the red ping of your great leader. I was going to say, what color are you?
That's me.
Okay, so who's going first? You doing that shield wall maneuver?
We're in the cluster.
Right. Let me take my 2 strain here.
Diamond maneuver.
As your leader says, shield wall!
You don't really need to shout that. We're right next to you.
And the funny thing is, these knights are like, duh, that's why we're standing next to each other.
And just double checking. So it's an active.
Hey, you guys are French. That's not fair. You don't know what a shield wall is.
Right? That's a maneuver.
Stand further apart from each other.
All right. That's my maneuver, so I can't really take an action because I don't have anything within range to swing at.
Can you use one of your maneuvers to continue moving us forward?
I don't know if that allows me to move all of us forward or not, but yeah.
So what does your shield wall say?
Doesn't talk. That's the one part it doesn't really talk about.
You just see me like trying to see over the group.
It just says, while within short distance, one or more allies, your character may perform the shield wall maneuver. Making a shield wall moves you and your allies to engage range with each other.
Okay, so basically you call them to group up with you. Okay.
So theoretically, I would come forward, and he could come forward to create the shield wall.
Okay. So who's going next?
But as far as moving beyond that, it doesn't say how we move theoretically in the shield wall.
Yeah, I would say if you break engage, you're breaking the shield wall.
So that means the shield wall is completely static. We can't march in lockstep.
No, you guys.
Rather-
Well, you can as long as you stay engaged as a lie.
But
So, like,
how
Gideon
does it?
could take one more
Yeah.
step forward. If he takes more than that, he's breaking with Bjork. So you guys want to slowly creep up a square or two at a time. Because remember, when you're in a shield wall, the whole idea is you stay static-ish, but you
Well.
can take one or two steps as long as you're keeping connected with each other.
Well, you stay in line. That's the whole thing. But
Yeah. Well, I'm giving you that as long as you guys are daisy chained together, engaged to one another, that's close enough to a line.
so
Okay.
So who's going next?
if he moved there, that would be okay. Okay.
Yeah, as long as you're engaged to each other, that's the big thing.
Archers, why don't you guys handle the guy loading his crossbow?
Yeah.
I'm on it.
Yeah. That James.
Yeah.
The initiative we're on right now, that was Ronin. So if you want to remove any of them in that grouping.
What was it, Ronan? Because,
I was a 2-2.
So it
Ronin was a
disappeared.
3-0.
Okay, so who's going on this turn?
Astrid, go ahead.
Okay, I will go. Are you
Okay.
ready for me? I'm going to aim.
So who are you shooting?
I am going to shoot the guy who blew
The guy with the
horn.
crossbow and the horn? Okay.
Yeah, you might want to step forward.
just like a
Well,
tiny bit.
Okay, sorry. I've moved forward with the group as I
Okay,
should.
so you move forward to get out of medium distance down to short.
Yeah.
Yes.
As he's cursing himself for blowing his horn and not shooting at you. But then again, blowing his horn did bring a bunch of freaking knights.
Should never be blowing your horn when you're on the job.
Okay, so I've got your dice pool ready.
Okay.
Oh!
Nice.
As you let loose an arrow and you hit him for how many points of damage?
I don't know because my screen is frozen.
10.
10?
Unless you
And-
have a talent that adds damage, it's 10.
Yep,
I don't-
8 plus your successes of 2.
Okay.
And what does it look like when your longbow arrow flies out and ends his life? Little snitch.
Right through the front of his throat.
His horn blowing is stopped with the spurt of blood coming out the horn as he hits the ground, dead on a doornail.
It's a spurt of blood, is it?
Hey, it's not an anime. He does not have 39 gallons of blood under high pressure.
And I look over at Dagon and I go, that's one.
And you have one
So begins the rivalry.
advantage. You have strain.
If you have any strain, get it back, or give a blue die to the next of us that goes, or
I will take a strain back. How about that?
Okay.
That sounds good.
That was from
Thank
that
you.
coughing earlier. You regained the air in your lung.
Much better.
Okay, so who's going next?
I'll go. Hold on, let me see if I have to move.
No pressure.
Oh, no, not for me. I'll do a true aim, so upgrade in the blue. And I will hit this guy.
You're aiming for the knight in the middle?
Yep.
Okay. And he's at medium or short range?
Medium. Or short. And then give us that one back. I'll use my trait.
You're going to trust your true aim?
No, I'm using my trait to steal that back.
Oh, so you're getting an upgrade. Okay, I thought you meant
Yeah,
accidentally.
still getting
pushed
my
the button.
upgrade and the
Okay, so an
blue.
upgrade and that.
Yeah.
And it is, holy smokes. Okay,
It's holy smoke.
holy
Alright.
smokes. Your dice
Bolt
pool is
burning
ready
a
with
bunch
an
of incense.
upgrade and a blue. 2 upgrades and a blue.
Yep.
Roll when you're ready.
And that is
Okay.
all I got.
Another 10.
Your arrow flies out and hits this guy in full armor with his long sword and his shield. And it does find a weak spot in his armor. And does how much damage?
10.
10. Okay, so it does look like he spurts some blood from his armor.
And then I will take a strain back and give them a black. The next one of them to go to a black.
Next one of them to go a black?
Yeah. Hey,
Okay.
their guy, the guy next to him has a huge thing sticking out of his chest. So yeah.
Oh, 'tis but a scratch. By the power of God, these heathens will die. And you're good with where you're standing?
Yeah, I'm behind the wall.
Okay. So as you fire off your arrow into one of them, these knights that came running down the little beach there look at you guys, see you all shield walled up with your fancy Viking wooden shields and your fancy Viking weapons, and they realize, Raiders! And sadly, only one of you knows what they're saying.
I do, but and I have one of their swords, so I don't have no Viking sword.
As they're gonna pretty much en masse run all up as a group.
Oh. Mm-hmm.
And they come running right into your shield wall. This is what shield walls are for. As all five of the knights come running towards you guys with weapons up, and they've got their shields up, and we're about to have this big, massive clash of attacks.
Witness me.
Halfgood, do you have any melee defense?
He's +2 from the shield wall.
I have your +2. Do you have any regular melee defense?
Chris?
Are you muted, Chris?
I am muted. I was trying to find the
was.
unmute button. Sorry.
He's got the warrior's rage. It's a silent tremble.
I have 1 melee defense,
so it'll be
but I think
3
it's from
total.
my shield. So
3 total, because the shield wall and your shield.
And and gets black.
And the black from the arrow distracting, all of them seeing the one guy get shot with an arrow, and they're like, close ranks! And again, to all of you, it's just the painful Franking words, except for the one guy who's hearing their tactics.
Yep.
As this guy, I'm going to literally start from left to right for the 5 guys against your shield wall, because it makes life easier, is going to go ahead and swing on Halfgood with his long sword. And he will nick you with his longsword over the shield wall. It's just long enough of a sword to get whatever's behind that shield. And he will hit you for 7 points. And he's going to crit. Those purple dice did zilch to hold him back.
that's unpleasant. So I've got 4 soak.
So you'll be taking 3 wounds.
Yep, and the crit.
3 wounds and a crit. Go ahead and roll that magical bean footage.
Jeez.
Oh!
Increase difficulty of all presence and willpower checks by 1 difficult die until end of encounter.
He has this horrible, fearsome wound. Where in your body did that sword hit that left that wound? It's going to make a great scar.
It's going to make in my face.
Oh, you have this fierce, under your armor, this jagged mark across your face. Everyone else is looking at you going, ew! And you're just like, ah!
By his presence and willpower is down.
Odin would be so proud.
Exactly.
And then this guy is going to follow up suit and strike you as well.
Yeah, but he'll miss. Did I lose everybody?
Nope,
No,
we're here. We're just
everyone
ignoring
is silently worried about you.
Just anxiously, ouch.
See, I told you he'd miss.
As the other guy stabs under your shield. Obviously, they're doing teamwork here. And hits you for 8 points of damage.
Okay.
And then looks back at his 3 fellows that are about to hack and slash because they've all got their weapons raised up and says, "These Vikings are no indestructible warriors. They bleed blood as red as any man." As he pulls his sword back and there's about 3 inches of blood on the tip of his long sword.
They said that about the wrong person.
It's the one on the right the
one in the middle.
Yeah.
I'm the
don't
center
worry.
line, the anchor.
Bjork is coming up here as this guy is going to totally swing on Bjork. What is your melee defense?
For this, 3.
3 including shield wall?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
I'm the only one that's got the crazy defense.
Yeah,
I like how you put it
Bjork
that way.
just has the insane soak.
I got 6 soak and 21 wound threshold.
Yeah.
And as you say that, it just means I have to do that. Gonna totally use the
Go
story.
for it.
As he brings his sword up and says, "For the church!"
Jesus.
Wow.
And hits you for 9 points of damage.
Yeah, well, unfortunately he can't crit me.
Why
Because I
can he
take
not crit
0
you?
wounds. I parry
I
that
stood
straight
behind you.
into the ground.
Okay, so in that case, he doesn't crit you. But he follows up with a nice boot. And let me give him 1 strain.
Oh
A nice
no.
boot to your shield wall, dropping you prone.
Okay.
Oh my god.
That's how he does his best fighting.
Right? He fights best this way.
I did bludgeon a French knight to death in a wrestling match after he knocked me down in the first session.
Just if you've ever seen those videos of those martial artists that jump to their back and like kick their feet, that's him.
I invented Nordic jiu-jitsu.
And in regards to your
It's like
shield
Brazilian
wall,
jiu-jitsu, except we all have much longer beards.
There's actually a name for the fighting style. I can't remember what it is.
Oh, the actual Royal Knight fighting style. Yeah, well, they actually had multiple schools for it. But in regards to your shield wall, give me a average athletics or coordination to see if you can maintain that shield wall or if I just broke it.
Can we just take advantage of the fact that I have the jump up talent, which means as an incidental I stand up?
On your turn, sure, but it's not an out of turn incidental.
So you want me to do an athletics?
Athletics or coordination. See if you can maintain the shield wall. Okay.
Jesus.
Just wanted to make sure that you were able to keep your shields locked as you fall on your ass. Again.
He's sitting there holding it up there, with like a pinky.
Falls down to his falls to his knee, maybe.
He's
my
not.
pinky's still
He's
stronger
not
than any
prone,
of their arms.
but he still has the shield held up high with the rest of you keeping it together. So this guy is then going to go ahead and go after Hagen and looks at him and says, "I think this one has the glimmer of intelligence in his heathen eyes."
What, he doesn't want to gang up on the guy on the ground?
Not yet.
I didn't see him do a perception check.
I'm going to spit at him.
You spit on his shoe, barely noticeable. So what is your melee defense right now?
I can't take advantage of the 2 extra because I'm already at 4.
Okay, but you're at 4. That's the important thing.
Well, I thought it caps out at 5.
Oh, does it cap 5? I thought you guys said it capped
5
4.
is the max for setback and boost dice.
Then I'm 5 then.
Okay.
Jeez,
As
only
he
5.
brings his weapon down on you.
Chainmail, man. And
Yeah.
this skill. Damn.
and apparently hits you in such a way under your shield wall that does 9 points of damage. However, with your beautifully crafted shield wall, you have 4 threat that have come up. Would you like to have me spend 3 of them to destroy his sword?
No, just disarm him. And
Just
have the
disarm
sword
him?
come towards me.
Yeah, we'll disarm him.
Okay,
It's
so
a quality sword. I'm sure it wouldn't have broke that easy, but that's it.
we're going to use the wrench here, for that's the knight that's disarmed and totally going to pull out a dagger. Of all of his friends,
Which
he's
one's
going to be
wounded?
the guy. This is the one that's wounded. Oh, no.
Okay.
This is your wounded guy right here.
all right.
Yeah, because he was the one that was right there.
Yeah, this one just took strain.
Okay.
And
All right.
then this guy is going to swing on
Hold
you.
up. Hold up. Let me
Hold
do my
up.
damage. I'm suffering 3 strain to parry. So what was the
Okay, so it
damage again?
started at 9.
9. So 6, so 2. Okay.
Okay, so you parried as much as you could and then disarmed him as part of the parry.
Yep.
And this last one is going to go ahead and swing on you again, which is nice because I get to keep the dice pool the same. As he swings and totally whacks into your shield wall, but kind of does so in such a way he's going to give the first one of you guys to go a black dice and the first one of his team to go a blue dice as your shield wall kind of shimmies.
He lost his will when the guy lost his sword.
He's like, yoink! They're stealing swords now? And who's going to go next? Is now there's 5 knights against 3 Vikings with 2 archers in the back.
Yeah. So basically, he shoved through the shield, and I clamped the shield, which knocked the sword out, pulling it through our side. So
You're like, ours, look, we've already raided you. We're already up 1 piece of loot.
right.
I'll grab that guy's dropped sword and then run his buddy through with it.
Okay, so
Nice.
you're on your knees. You pick up the nice fancy longsword that's there. I'm assuming you see the damage that's there. Go ahead and which one are you going to run him through with? The one right in front of you?
Which one's the one that got shot by an arrow?
This is the guy with the arrow sticking out of his chest. The one that's right in front of Halfgood. Catty corner to you.
Halfgood, how good are you at melee? You think you could put something through him?
Let's see.
If he lives through the next round.
Well,
I mean,
yeah.
he still has his turn for doing it.
That's true.
Yeah.
I'm not great at melee, but I'm not bad. I'm average.
You got 2 dice or 3?
We got 3 dice. 2
That's
green,
above
1
average.
yellow. Oh,
Yep.
Then I'm above average, but not much.
Okay. Well,
On the good guy's side, that would be called you are good.
I will run the center guy through.
I like
Okay,
it.
the guy right in front of you that knocked you to the ground.
Yep. What's the
Go
stats of the
ahead.
sword? Is it a 3+?
The sword is...
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
Because I have a 5
And
on the
crits
sword, and I
on
have
2
2.
and has defense
yeah.
1.
So what are they using? It's not a longsword or what?
It's just
it's a
a
longsword.
sword, but not superior.
Yeah. Okay, so you hit the guy in front of you
Mm-hmm. For 11 damage.
for 11 damage. Damn. And God for soak.
And I'll crit him.
Are you still laying down while
No,
you're doing this?
I stood up
Yeah, he's got a talent that lets him jump up
because I've been knocked down so many times. I'm like, you know what? I'm getting that talent.
Yeah.
So immediately you totally do the grab it as your maneuver, pull the sword up, flip to your feet, and shink. And you're giving him a crit.
Mm-hmm.
Let's see what crit happens, Dan. Because crit happens.
There we go.
Oh, agonizing wound as you pierced him in the guts.
That includes attacks.
Yep.
That does include attacks.
Nice.
Okay, and who's going next? And I'm totally going to give that person a black die because I forgot to give him a black die.
Well, luckily, I'm giving whoever's next a blue die.
Asgard
Okay.
is the only one left.
I'm. Oh, well then.
Yeah.
No.
Yeah.
Hagen went to start. That's right.
Yeah, Hagen did the
I
shield
created the shield wall.
Yeah.
Yep.
I'm actually better at melee than I thought because I have finesse, which means when making brawl or melee check, your character can use agility instead of brawn.
Yep, I do the same
So
thing.
I've got 4 dice.
Have you set up your character sheet so it's showing that?
No, because I don't know how to do that.
Okay. In the weapon where it says modifiers.
Open your skill tab.
Yeah.
Weapon modifiers.
Well, I did it that way. Is there a way to do it with the skill tab?
Not really.
That's the easiest way. The other way is to use the custom skill, but I would just go into the modifiers and add in whatever
go to the
dice
modifiers
you
and put
Plus 1 green, basically.
So what is your brawn compared to your agility?
Yeah, what's your brawn and what's your agility?
3 versus 4.
My brawn is 3 and my agility is 4.
So yeah, you put 1 G.
Well, but how many ranks do you have between?
It doesn't matter because it wouldn't be.
It doesn't.
Yeah, it's going to pull from his characteristics. So if you just put 1 G, it'll add that 4th green into the attack roll for you.
Yeah.
Okay.
Because I'm pretty sure he's not up to 4 ranks of melee.
Yeah. We haven't gotten that many experience points yet.
Nope.
Okay.
No, but if he's using
just put plus 1 G and then stab this guy.
Yeah.
Well, no, but if he's 2 ranks in agility, then he would have that if he's only 1 rank in.
Well, luckily 3 and 4 are both
characteristics.
numbers greater than 2.
Yeah.
Put plus 1 G and stab this guy.
Plus 1 G and go ahead and roll your melee.
Do you have the modifier for the superior longsword?
I don't have a superior longsword
okay.
yet.
I was going to say...
We had a whole bunch. We handed them out.
I wasn't there that day.
Oh, okay.
He does have a spear, though, which is accurate.
A short
Not
spear.
accurate enough.
Oh, I forgot to aim. Oh, well.
Also, this didn't take the accurate into account, so there's still another blue die that needs to be rolled.
Oh, that's right.
So next to the plus 1 G, add a plus 1 B, and then separately roll an additional blue.
Yeah. No, it's not a B. It's just an advantage. It's 1A.
Oh, is it an advantage?
Yeah, it's just 1A.
Plus 1A.
Well, no,
So you have an advantage.
accurate one gives you a blue dice, right?
No, blue.
Yeah,
I'm thinking
superior adds a.
Sorry,
You're thinking superior.
Yeah, no, my bad.
So Chris, what you want to do at the top of your character sheet, go up to the dice pool, click 1 blue dice, then click outside the box, then click the little D20.
Yeah.
Okay.
Don't do what I do and forget to click outside the damn box.
Before I do that, can I retroactively aim and add another blue dice?
I will let you retroactively aim and get a second blue dice. Yes.
And make sure you click out of that box before you.
I did.
Yes.
Okay. Because if you get 2 successes, you would almost have been able to hit him. Instead, you rolled 2 advantages. So you end up with a sum total of 1 failure as you jab your spear, and the guy totally parries you with his longsword. 1 advantage and a big damn triumph. So you missed the guy because he protected himself with his sword and shield, but you still have 1 advantage and 1 triumph to use. What do you want to use that for?
Knock him on his ass and break the shield wall.
Well, they don't have a shield wall technically. They're not getting any uber boost for their shield wall. This is just their shields and longswords.
How the hell did they get 4 black then?
That's armor.
That's because one of you invoked a black last time that I totally forgot to put in earlier.
Okay.
So
anyway,
it's really 3 black is their defense.
So disarm him with the triumph and pick up his sword.
Yes.
Okay, so for your triumph, you knock the weapon he defended his life with totally gets knocked to the ground, so he does not cut you again. That's actually a good way of preventing that.
Yeah.
And what do you want for your one advantage?
And that's a great place to wrap it up there. Thank you for joining us on Ragnarok and Roll, where the world of Midgard comes alive through the Genesys RPG. If you enjoyed today's tale, don't forget to rate and review and subscribe wherever you get your favorite podcasts. Want to become a part of the saga? Follow us on patreon.com/cppn and support us for exclusive content, early access, and behind-the-scenes stories for our various RPGs. Until next time, may the gods watch over your journey. May your blade stay sharp and your saga echo throughout eternity.